Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into something pretty different. The Cube Save Us. Huge shout out to Excel Games for sponsoring this video and letting me get hands-on with the game. Now, when you hear extraction shooter, you probably think about guns, right? Rifles, pistols, snipers. Well, forget about that. This game throws you straight into brutal melee combat. Imagine an extraction game where every fight is up close and personal, katanas, axes, knives. It's insane and honestly refreshing. The world here is post-apocalyptic, mysterious, and constantly shifting. Every time you enter the cube, the map changes. Sometimes you're in the desert, then suddenly the next phase drop you into a frozen wasteland. That unpredictability keeps things tense. And it's not just mutants roaming around. Raiders are waiting to ambush you too. So while you're scavenging for loot, you are also trying to survive against both PvE enemy and the real threat players. For newcomers, there is a PvE mode that suffers. You won't lose any loot if you die inside the cube, but the rarity reward aren't that great. The normal mode mixes PvP and PvE, and that's where the real tension and better rarity loot comes in. The core loop is simple but challenging. You match into a run, pull toward the cube, and start scavenging. You fight off mutant, dodge raider, or maybe teams up for the final boss, and keep an eye on the timer. Once you grab enough loot, you can either escape through the cube gate or push deeper into the next phase via a portal. And here's the kicker. If you die, everything in your bag is gone, except for the gear you're actively using like your armor and weapon. So managing your stats is crucial. Don't risk losing your best loot. Loot isn't just for bragging rights. You can use it to upgrade your weapon to higher rarity, and also to complete NPC quests to speed up your progression. There is a skill point system too. Boost your stamina, attack, health, and unlock new abilities. NPC quests are actually a big deal. Finish their mission, claim experience, and more. And level up your friendship to unlock exclusive outfit. Some of them look pretty slick. And yeah, please don't look at me like that. You feel kinda intimidated, but in a good way. What? Now, let's talk about combat. This is where the Cube Save Us really stand out. It's all melee, all the time. You've got katanas, knives, axes, and more. Close rank fight feel intense, chaotic, and brutal. It's a totally different vibe compared to extraction shooter where you are sniping from across the map. Here, you are face to face, trading blow, and every fight feel personal. That said, the melee animation are still a bit stiff, and attack variety is limited. Right now, combat can feel repetitive, but if the dev adds more combos, polish the animations, and maybe throw in some unique weapon skills, the system could become seriously addictive. There are three main modes: PvE modes, normal modes, and rank mode. PvE mode is a good for practice, especially if you are new, but the reward rarity aren't good. Normal mode is where the things heats up. Other players are in the mix. Loot rarity is better and the tension skyrocket. Ranked mode, that's the real proving ground. I haven't unlocked it yet since my level still too low, but it looked like the place for competitive players who want to go all in. Honestly, I think rank will be the mode where the community really puts their skill to the test. Visually, the game looks solid, the post-apocalyptic vibe is strong, and the shifting map keep the thing fresh. But optimization? Well, it needs work. When I first boot up, the game default to 4K with full ray tracing. Oh man, my ancient rig and 1080p monitor basically cried. After tweaking the setting, it ran better. But clearly there is some room for improvement. UI and tutorials are also pretty bare bones. New player might feel lost at first. Basically, you need to visit NPCs. You can see the icon on your screen, next quest like escaping the cube, smash some mutant or from item, complete them, then claim reward like experience. Simple once you figure it out, but the game doesn't explain it well. A better tutorial and clearer UI will go a long way. Here is the best part for this game. It has unique concept, an extraction game with brutal melee combat, atmosphere, mysterious, tense, and constantly changing map. Progression like loot rarity, NPC quests, and skill point. And also, it's free to play. Easy to try without spending a dime. But here are something that could be refined. Melee animation are stiff, attack variety is limited, optimization issue especially on older hardware, tutorial and UI are lacking, make onboard rough, PvE reward feel underwhelming. What I really like is how the Cube Save Us try to carve out its own identity. It's not just another typical extraction game clone. By focusing on melee, it forces players into tense, close-quarter fight. That's a bold move. But bold idea needs solid execution. Right now, the foundation is here, but it needs polish. If the dev can refine combat, add more depth to UI and tutorials, and smooth out performance, this game could stand out in a crowd extraction genre. So, is the Cube Save Us worth playing? I'd say yes, if you are curious about non-shooter extraction game with a brutal melee fight. Give it a shot. The concept is fresh, the atmosphere is engaging, and hey, it's free on Steam. There is no harm in checking it out yourself. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop comment about this game. I'll be reading your stories. Until next time, see you in the next video.